Hello everyone. So I just had my Chevy Cruze 2012 start giving me codes about related to temperature, and I got the message saying that the air conditioner was off due to high heat detected. I checked the both small thermostats. I mean, coolant temperature sensors in the car, and they read their voltages, and they were both fine. And I checked the resistance of this thermostat, and it read, I believe, about 14 volts, which supposedly is also fine. But um, I decided to remove the thermostat and just check it. And it turns out that I'm quite convinced these are actually designed to fail uh, due to the fact that this clip here, it's it's it sits around at this position, uh, compressing the spring. And to my surprise, the the tabs that are supposed to hold this thingy here in place is they're made out of plastic. So if you notice, this thing sits right there. Uh, it sits right there, and there's supposed to be some tabs, some plastic tabs that come out from here and touch and lean against this, hold it in place. And if you notice, they've completely dissolved due to the heat of the coolant, which, to my opinion, is pretty outrageous that any common sense engineer with common sense would even think of using plastic tabs to hold this in place, considering the amount of pressure it takes to keep the spring compressed. It really takes a good amount of pressure to keep it compressed. So I expected the thermostat to have a pressure sensitive spring. So what I did is I heated it up just to test it out, and it turns out it's not uh, pressure. It's not heat sensitive at all. It is actually just a simple spring. And what activates the closing and the opening of the thermostat is an electronic signal. It goes into here, and it pushes this pin out. It pushes out this pin, and it forces the thermostat to open, I guess. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems that that's what it does. So it pushes against the hatch and it opens it out. So this is, it seems like it's an electronic thermostat and not a thermal controlled uh, thermostat. I think a better design would have been if this was thermal sensitive, and with the heat it would shrink, and if it was attached to the hatch there, it would shrink and force it open. So when it defaults or when it fails in the open position. It would have failed in the open position, like the older thermostats. But this, when it fails and stays in the closed position, and that's what I found out. So I'm very let down by the fact that such cheap quality go into these thermostats. Um, and what I suggest is that you always keep a new one in hand, because I wouldn't think that these would last more than a year. And that's my take on it. Feel free to comment if you have any more insights into this.